Okay, so I'll just delve into. Okay, hold on, Steve. He's taking some ISC courses. So we'll move into today's topic proper. Welcome everyone from all over the world. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. You're welcome once again. My name is Ebere Chukwumbadiwe, and today we'll be looking at careers in cybersecurity and how to gain practical experience needed to land your first job. I'm sure you agree with me that getting the skill is one thing, then putting the skill to work and getting paid for it is another thing. Right, so let me tell you a bit about Amdari. Some of us already know, but for the sake of those who do not know, and some who do not know the full story, I'm here to just let you know. Amdari is an innovative platform designed to revolutionize how aspiring data professionals view their careers and gain practical experience. So it's not just the theory, it's not the labs, it's practical experience. You sit down, you do the work, you get your hands dirty. Our mission is to bridge the gap between theoretical learning and real-world experience by providing users with real-life, end-to-end, practical, and hands-on projects in data analytics, data science, data engineering, business analysis, security and operations center, threat intelligence, governance, risk and compliance, ethical hacking, and penetration testing. These projects will enhance your skills and also help users to build a robust portfolio. So this project will enhance your skills and help you build robust portfolios. So we know in tech careers, people do not just want to know that, oh, you've gotten the certificates or you've written exams or you studied for it. They want to see your experience. What is the track record? What have you done? What do people say about what you have done? That's reviews and recommendations that come from the work you have done. So these portfolios that you build showcase your expertise to potential employers. Our vision is to revolutionize the way you acquire industry knowledge and experience. You can check out Amdari on Amdari's website, follow us on Instagram, on Twitter, that's X, and on LinkedIn. Our goal is to empower the African tech community within and outside Africa. So wherever you are in the world, I've seen people who have joined from Zimbabwe, from Nigeria, from Ghana, from Washington, so different parts of the world. So we want to empower the African tech community wherever they are with industry experience so they can land their dream jobs. This is me. I'm a cybersecurity specialist at Amdari, and I'm dedicated to cybersecurity. I'm passionate about mentoring and empowering the next generation of tech talent. Yes, so I'm an advocate for diversity in tech and actively inspire women, young girls to explore STEM fields, working to bridge the gap in the industry, in the tech industry. You can follow me on LinkedIn. Yeah. So what are we going to be discussing today? We'll be looking at careers in cybersecurity, how to gain practical experience needed to land your first job, Amdari work experience internship, and then we'll give you a special offer. I hope you're ready. You're ready, let me see your reaction. Let me see your reaction if you are ready. I can't see your reaction. Or is it my screen?
Yes, I think it's your screen. A lot of people are reacting.
Oh,
So I think
really?
it's your, yeah.
Wow, look what I'm missing out on. All right. Okay. So in a world where nearly everything is online, I'm sure you agree with me on that. Almost everything is now online. You want to shop online. You want to get data online. So people don't even buy You don't buy airtime anymore. Online. So people do not go to the banks anymore. Online banking. So in a world where nearly everything is online, you can even do your insurance online now. We have our meetings online. Who is ensuring the privacy of all our processes? So you're sending emails. No, but how are you sure nobody else is seeing it? Like before you write letters, put it in your post office box, lock it up, and then the postman will come and take it and put it in the post office box of the next person. So you're seeing the processes, how it's happening, and in your mind, it can hardly go wrong. But this one where you write emails and you just click send, who is protecting the privacy of your emails such that a third party is not seeing what you have written? Have you ever wondered? So, so every time you log in, every time you buy that shoe or you buy that beautiful coat, suit, or you share a post or send an email, there is someone working behind the scenes to keep your data safe. And data in this regard is not about figures. Everything, the details of your letters, your bank account details, your name, so there are identity thieves, right? So, and guess what? That someone could be you. So cybersecurity professionals are the ones who work behind the scenes to keep your data safe. Let's get started. First of all, what cybersecurity? So I've seen someone, the data analyst here, and I'm sure we're all from, maybe there are other people who are from other fields, but I've seen a few also who are in cybersecurity already. Maybe you want to give me a brief definition in one word or two words. What is cybersecurity? What do you understand? Put it in the chat. Let me see. Put it in the chat. What would you say cybersecurity is? You've not heard of cybersecurity before? Let me know. Or from the word, give it one or two words. But you said then what you understand by cybersecurity. Put it in the chat. Okay. Security on the net. Thank you, Andrew. Security on the net, that's a good one. Securing data, yeah, internet. Internet. Keep becoming set of processes with secure data and digital presence online. Processes is set of processes with secure data and digital presence online. Reward. More responses. More responses. But if you don't know, you can let me say everything. Okay, so there's a form here for you to fill. Can you fill the attendance form for the carry on? Between the attendance form. It's simple form for the data administration online. All right, thank you, man. I like that. That system is taking measures to secure data and information quality. Uh, if you cannot hear me audibly, oh, yes. If a lot of people know.
I think your voice is breaking. Can you please check your mic?
Oh, okay. Okay. Please give me a minute and let me rectify this.
It's better now.
Okay. Okay, thank you. Thank you. All right, so carry on. So cybersecurity is a way of protecting your network devices, your procedures from malicious attacks. And these malicious attacks could be intrusions. When third parties, they are seeing what they should not see. They are saying, you're sending an email to me, but then J. Andrew is seeing it. So for instance, Kudzia is sending an email to me, but somehow J. Andrew sees it. Why? The email was not meant for J. Andrew, it was meant for me, Iberi. So when J. Andrew sees this, then that is an intrusion, whether it was by mistake or not. So it's a way of protecting your network devices and data from malicious attacks, or from intrusions, or from third-party interference. It includes hardware and software technologies, processes, and practices designed to protect against threats. So cybersecurity is not only software, there's hardware aspect of it, where you get to interact with the devices you're working with. You touch them and you see them and you feel them. So as our world becomes increasingly digital, it is no surprise that a career in cybersecurity is important and it is one of the best fields to get into. How many of you agree with me? Cybersecurity is one of the best fields to get into in this time and in this age. So why should anyone go for cybersecurity? First, cybersecurity is in high demand. Remember, our world is increasingly going digital. So there's high demand for cybersecurity professionals, whether you like it or not. And there are currently more than 500,000 million unfilled cybersecurity positions worldwide. You can check, Google it. This skills gap presents a great opportunity for those looking to enter the field. So surveys have been done by researchers, and they've seen that there is a lot of demand for cybersecurity professionals. Then cybersecurity professionals are well paid because it's a highly sought after role. They are well paid, and because the work they do is very important. With the ever-growing importance of cybersecurity, these salaries are only likely to rise in the future. So if you're the kind of person that money is your motivation, be motivated. There is high level of job satisfaction among cybersecurity professionals. A survey found that 71% of security professionals are satisfied with their jobs. So however you look at it, whether you're thinking that, this cybersecurity, I don't know how to go about it, it's looking that it is not for me, it is looking like it's too hard. Those who are in it are satisfied. They say they are satisfied with it. So if job satisfaction is your own motivation, you have seen a reason for you to come into the field of cybersecurity. cybersecurity roles, most of them can be done remotely. So you can work from home. And this flexibility makes it easier for you to balance work and life commitments. And you can also work from any part of the world. So you've seen from these points of mine that a career in cybersecurity offers you high demand, high salaries, job security, and flexible work role. So wherever you are in the world, you just get your job and you get the job done. So it's a smart decision to make in this digital age. We know that the internet is not going anywhere for a very long time. So why not come into this field and enjoy all that it has for you? You know that every industry uses cybersecurity, or every industry needs cybersecurity, whether it's healthcare or in finance or in education. There are data there to be protected. When you go to school, you have names of students, of pupils. In the hospitals too, you have data of patients. In government, in the banking sector, in finance. So there is data everywhere, and this data needs to be protected. There are transactions going on, communication, and all these things need to be protected. Right? The CIA triad: confidentiality, integrity, and availability. So when these things need to be provided, they should be there. And then there should be confidentiality. Like, I am giving my data to you, you should be able to protect it. So we've heard of some court cases where, because data was exfiltrated, firms were sued by their customers. You see, so the demand for cybersecurity is indeed very high. The demand for cybersecurity professionals is indeed very high. So now you're asking yourself, how do I fit? What if I have no technical background? See the name, cybersecurity, such a big word. All I've ever done is banking, teaching, pharmacy. You know, all you've ever done is maybe you've been a salesperson too, or you've been in the field of agriculture, and suddenly everything is going digital. Even we have agrotech platforms where transactions and trades for agricultural products go on online. So now you're asking yourself, where do I fit in this? Where do I fit in this cybersecurity? Is it for me? Is it not for me? You know. So now let me show you how you fit and how you fit in, because there is nobody who is exempted from entering the cybersecurity field. Because there's a place for you in cybersecurity. Wherever you are, wherever you are from, there is a place for you here. And these are the cybersecurity parts, from the entry level role up to the consulting role, which are the top roles, consulting role. So for entry level, we have the SOC analyst, which is Security Operations Center analyst. We have vulnerability assessment and penetration testers. We have the cybersecurity analysts. We have the GRC personnel. Then we move on to the mid-level role. You can see it here: security engineer, incident response specialist, senior pen tester, network security. But most times you can start at this entry level, the SOC analyst. They're the ones who watch out for what's going on. They are like the ones who let out the alarm, or you can call them the alarm. You know, where we have in a building, you see exits, or for those buildings that have smoke alerts. So there's smoke going off in your house, and then suddenly get water pouring in or showers coming into that area of the house. So that's sort of what the SOC analysts are. Then you have the vulnerability assessment and penetration testers. These ones, they do dummy hacking, if I call it, or they are your friendly hackers. So they are testing what you have or testing what the firm has to check for possible ways where a proper hacker, that's the threat himself or herself, would come in through. So they are blocking those loopholes and ensuring that there is no room for vulnerability, there's no room for threats, there's no room for tears in the long run. The cybersecurity analysts compiled everything that has been done and creates mitigation procedures, properties, mitigation rules for the firm. Then you have the GRC personnel. The GRC personnel is like the lawyer in cybersecurity. They're like cybersecurity lawyer. So I just want to paint a picture. I've just briefly explained the entry role. But let me take you through the other roles. So you have the I've mentioned the mid-level role. You can see them. And the senior level roles, security architect, the CISO, the cybersecurity manager. And we have the consulting role where we have the cloud security specialist, independent consultant, AI and cybersecurity expert. Nowadays that we have AI taking over the world or helping people, we also have AI cybersecurity expert so that they can also check that this AI that we are using is safe for us and it remains safe. So for instance, imagine a car, right? I want to just paint a scenario for you. Imagine a car. You have a car. We've seen cars, and you have security camera on the car, right? The SOC analyst is the one who is like that security camera, watching the car, or even on our roads where we have security cameras watching the road. So he's the one watching the car, and he monitors everything around the car. So from the bonnet to the boot to the bumper. And then one day he notices that somebody is trying to open the car door. Somebody he does not know, a total stranger. And then the person is trying so many times, obviously with the wrong keys. So he immediately raises an alarm. Remember, I said it's like the alarm clock. He immediately raises an alarm and informs the team, informs the firm before the thief gets in. So you notice somebody is just trying the locks. So when you as a person, someone trying keys, you are, and then the person is a stranger. Or even if you know, what are you trying to do? You would ask, what are you, and sometimes you have to go and tell another person, please be careful. Somebody is trying to open that door. Do you know the person? Do you know why the person is trying to do that? So the SOC analyst is like that security camera that then raises an alarm. And then you have the pen tester and the vulnerability assessment personnel. Like I said, it's like your friendly hacker. Because when you build that car, you know how car companies might want to test the car like that, and then crash it against a tree. That's sort of what the pen tester does. So the pen tester, a thief was actually trying to unlock the car with the wrong keys. So a pen tester actually goes, gets a wrong key. So the pen tester is working for the firm, gets the wrong keys, and tries to open the lock to see if it will work. See if the security we have put in this car will work. For the cars that have bulletproof window, a pen tester will go and try to shoot the windows to ensure that all the processes we have put to make this window bulletproof is actually working. So you do not just put the car out there and tell your customers that it is okay, it is a bulletproof window, and then out there on the road, a bullet passes through their window. No. The pen tester will test it. That's as their name implies. Test it to ensure that the processes we have put around this car is working. That the car lock, it is only the car key that can open it. All right. So, and if these things do not work, the pen tester's job is to report that there are weaknesses in this process. We should redo or rethink our strategy. Now we have the GRC personnel. This GRC personnel is the one who, is the lawyer in cybersecurity. They are the lawyers in cybersecurity. What they do is to make sure that the car and the driver, they followed safety laws. They follow the rules and regulations, the signs or the road signs, so that they will be safe. You know, the privacy rule, the privacy terms and conditions you have when you install a new app, and they say, and then you see that tiny text down there, then tick if you agree to our terms and conditions. How many of you here tick that terms and condition after reading? If you are here and you tick terms and conditions after you have read it, let me see yes. If you do not, let me see no. You tick terms and conditions after you have read it. Steve, that is good. All right. Who else? Only Steve. You see? You see? So, an NDA. I think Steve will make a very good GRC personnel. Yes. Oh, wow. Not in all cases, Idris. So the rest of us are silent. Does your silence mean no? You do not read terms and conditions. You just tick the box and you keep going. All right, so those terms and conditions, they are written by the GRC personnel. That's part of their jobs. And to ensure that you follow rules and regulations. So if you do not keep to the terms and conditions of that firm, of that application, the GRC personnel who will follow you up, right? So even for the firms themselves, because some firms and healthcare providers, they have rules and regulations they need to follow. Because in the US, we have things like HIPAA for healthcare. So the data of your patients are important, and then you cannot handle them carelessly. So healthcare providers, they have GRC analysts on standby with them, ensuring, because you know the government rules and regulations and government policies keep changing. If you agree with me, let me see a yes from you. Policies in the government keep changing. They keep changing. So the GRC personnel is the one who keeps up with these changes and informs the health providers, because health providers, their work is to provide services for good health. They don't have any, they can't be paying attention to government policies as well as keeping up with the changes in the healthcare sector to make life better for people. You know, that would be doing a lot at once. So they have the GRC analysts to help them with like the tech, the digital, the changing policies of the digital world. So the GRC personnel is the one who writes your terms and conditions, those policies, and then they are the ones who ensure that rules and regulations are being followed, and they are followed to the latter, right, to the T. So when they discover that there are weaknesses in following these rules and regulations, so everything is being followed. They check that, oh, the driver has his driver license. That's going back to our analogy. The driver is following the road signs, and he has his driver license, or she has her driver's license. The tires are always in good shape. They do everything that has been written in the book for them to do, yet they keep falling into trouble. So they check, okay, what else? Maybe they have accidents all the time, or the road safety personnel on the road keep stopping them on the road and delaying their progress. So they are okay. What are we not doing that we need to do? So basically, they are looking out for the safety standards of the car and its driver. So, but then they discover that okay, for instance, the driver is putting on their seatbelt, but the passengers do not. So they enforce a policy that all passengers must wear their seatbelt. So it's not just the driver. So theirs is to enforce policies, ensure that these policies and rules and terms and conditions are being followed. So you see, the cybersecurity analyst is to compare what has been discovered by these various they are a team, remember. So all this is happening in cybersecurity. So they are a team. So the cybersecurity analyst ensures that the pen tester, from their reports, from what the pen tester, the SOC analyst, and the GRS personnel have discovered, the cybersecurity analyst mitigates future problems. So they analyze their reports and bring forth their conclusions to mitigate future problems. So in cybersecurity, you notice that there's reports. So cybersecurity is both hands-on, there's the technical part, and there's this part. This reporting is a soft skill documentation. So there's soft skills and hard skills are playing together here, even teamwork. You see, so the SOC analyst spots an error, or spots a thief, or spots an anomaly, and then sets an alert. So the pen tester finds faults, finds flaws, finds weaknesses, and reports them so that they will be fixed by the team. The GRC personnel ensures that the firm is protected and insured. The cybersecurity analyst brings together all these things and puts them in one report for future use, for present use, for future references. So are we getting it? Are we getting it here? All right. Okay, so let's just try to explain what these various roles do. But here are their key responsibilities. The GRS ensures the organization follows cybersecurity laws, policies, and best practices. They conduct risk assessments. They develop security policies and train employees on compliance. They prepare reports for leadership and regulatory bodies. They ensure audits are conducted to maintain security standards. So this use case, so the GRC basically ensures that company complies with data protection laws by auditing security policies and training employees on safe data handling. Because trust me, there can be mistakes. Can be very little mistake that just explodes to something huge. So at all points in cybersecurity, honestly, you just need to be on your toes and to be updated, to be current with what is going on in the cybersecurity, in the digital field. The pen tester, the penetration tester, simulates cyber attacks to find weaknesses. I'm sure you understand their key responsibilities now with the story I have told. They test applications, networks, and hardware for security gaps. They report vulnerabilities and suggest ways to fix them. They work with security teams to strengthen defenses. They keep up with hacking techniques to improve testing methods. Basically, one of the things a pen tester could do would be to simulate a phishing attack to test employees' awareness and give reports on findings. So you might be working in a government firm, and then you have a cybersecurity team. So one day the pen tester create a phishing link and sends to everybody, all the employees, all the staff, the firm, to see how many of the staff will click on the phishing link. Because phishing links are links for social engineering. You're letting in threats into your company without knowing, because they look original. They look like, oh, they are from your CEO. They look like, oh, they are from your manager. So that's one thing the pen tester could do. Maybe after the GRC has done a brief lecturing, keeping staff aware, telling them, oh, when you see a phishing link or when you see an email that looks like this or like that with errors, and then the sender's email has at instead of A, or has 7 instead of T. Be conscious of, like, pay attention to those little details. The GRC has already done that. Maybe a week later, the pen tester says, let us test our staff. If they were actually paying attention when they were being taught on how to avoid cybersecurity threats. So they send an email to all the staff, and then 90% of the staff clicks on the email. What do you think will happen to that firm if it were truly a bad guy that sent the email? So now they know that, oh, our staff probably needs more enlightenment, or we need to train them in another way. So I hope you're getting it. I hope you're getting it. I hope you're getting it. All right, awesome. So the SOC analyst monitors networks and systems for suspicious activities. They investigate and respond to security alerts and incidents. They use security tools like SIEM to analyze threats. So, you know, the security tools, Wazoo, Autopsy, etc., Splunk. They use these tools to analyze threats. They coordinate with cybersecurity teams to prevent attacks. That's what your alarm system does to prevent attacks. The fire alarm, smoke alarm, even the exit door you have that starts blinking, the siren, all these things, they are to prevent attacks, and they are all forms of alarms, forms of alerts, right? So, and then they keep logs and report on security incidents. Cybersecurity professionals, one thing they do with these reports that they make, they keep them for future reference. So do not just throw away, you experience an incident today, you don't just throw away the lessons learned and how the processes that happened. So you keep them for record, and in the future they could be referenced, even if the threat has been acted upon and the case has been closed, you still keep them for future references. So one example of what a SOC analyst will do is detect suspicious login attempts from an unknown location and immediately investigates to prevent the potential breach. Like I gave the instance of a pen tester sending a phishing link. So it is the SOC analyst that detects it. In a firm, it is the SOC analyst that will detect, oh, an email. So if the staff, having been trained, did not pay attention, it is SOC analyst who would actually see that, oh, this email is coming from someone who is not in our firm. So they will detect it. Most likely detect it before the staff would click on it. Yes, I can hear you.
Hello, Iberi, can you hear me? Yeah,
Yes,
your
I can.
mic is actually skipping a bit. I don't know if it's your network or your mic is not sounding so good.
Okay,
You want to
give
check
me a
it?
minute to switch. Yeah, give me a minute to switch on.
Or is it just me? Hi everyone, is it just me? I think Iberi's mic is bad, right? Please confirm. Were you all hearing now clearly? Okay.
Okay, we're actually hearing her
Okay.
clearly on it broke just now, so I guess it's a network issue. She's
Yeah. Hi, Ebere, can you hear us?
Yes, I can. I can hear you.
Oh, T-Bag said it's just me. Oh,
But
but
this
Steve
said
says it's bad, right? And then T-Bag said, T-Bam says it was just me.
all right.
Okay, Ebere, please go ahead. Please, if you stop hearing her clearly at any point, please just, you can drop the chat. Ebere, go ahead, please. Just type in the chat if there's any point where she stops being very audible. So I'm sure it's not just me.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. All right, so now we have the cybersecurity analyst who identifies and mitigates security threats, implement security measures. So the cybersecurity analyst will now implement, after all these things have been said and done and found, so they will implement security measures to mitigate these errors or weaknesses. Things like firewalls, antiviruses, encryption, teaching telling the teachers to also train the employees that, okay, now that they seem to not understand, people also show them how to create stronger passwords, also to analyze vulnerabilities and recommend solutions. See what the cybersecurity analyst is doing. So they do not just find the problem, they also try to get solutions. They work with different teams to improve overall security. They stay updated on data security threats and trends. Remember, in cybersecurity, we work in team. Yeah. So an example of what a cybersecurity analyst would do is to strengthen the company defenses by implementing multi-factor authentication and updating firewall rules after detecting vulnerabilities. It's only like cybersecurity analyst is doing what stock analyst and pen tester is doing, but just a little of it. So another thing about the cybersecurity analyst is that with the reports, remember the reports, the alerts, the reports, the pen test, the reports, they will now create mitigation measures for the company. So they are like full circle. Well, they have to have gotten basic knowledge of this other part, right? So they have to have gotten that basic knowledge of the SOC analyst, of the GRS personnel, of the pen tester. So sometimes people say cybersecurity analyst is mid-level role, so people say it's entry-level role, but you can see that. So from what we have seen, cybersecurity is really practical. If you know the SOC analyst, you know that some of them stay up all night watching. They literally stay up all night watching. Watching what? Watching networks. So imagine just starting looking at your screen or the computer screen of a firm to ensure that there are no threats or malicious workers going on in that network. Right. So it is indeed very practical. Training on use of tools, soft skills, teamwork, communication. You've seen it. Yeah. So there is a lot of work to do in cybersecurity. And for this reason, employers will not just want to hire anybody. They want to hire people they are sure have the experience. Show me your track record. Show me what you have done in the past. Let me see where you have worked. Let me see your portfolio. Not just the certificates you have gotten, not just your certificate from school. They want to see the practical, where you have put your hands in and how you have worked there, and what your team members say about what you have done, right? So researchers identify these key problems as for those moving into the cybersecurity field. There is lack of relevant experience, in as much as we've seen that there is a lot of demand, there's high demand for cybersecurity professionals. Research still shows that there's lack of relevant experience. and underplaying past experience. Employers report difficulty in filling roles due to applicants lacking necessary experience. Like I said, they want to see that you have the experience, that you have gotten your hands dirty in one way or the other. So think about it. You hire a mechanic, because I gave you a car and analogy the other time as an example. So I'm bringing up a mechanic. You hire a mechanic, or you want to hire a mechanic to fix your car. Who would you rather hire? Even if the person is charging you more. Is it the one who has been a mechanic for 10 years or 5 years, or even 2 years, or the one who has studied how to be a mechanic? Tell me the truth. Let me see your response in the chat. Who would you hire? Okay. Steve said you will hire an experienced mechanic. So who will hire the mechanic that are ready from the book? I'm not seeing your responses. Yes. Keep them coming. The internship will hire him. So who disagrees with Steve? All right. But are we paying attention? This one I'm getting response from only Steve. Who will hire an unexperienced mechanic to fix their car? Funny thing, even down to pumping the car tires, nobody will go to the one who has read it on Google and never touched a tire. See, so that experience is very important. Just as you, as a person, as you paying for the mechanic services, you're employing the person, even if it's for a day, you're paying them for their services, just as the employer is doing, they're paying for the services you're giving them. But even more than that, cybersecurity is delicate. So you do not want to just employ anybody to come into your firm. And imagine a GRS person who is not up to date with government policies. It will put you in trouble. You understand? So lack of relevant experience, even though that the demand is high, but they are not seeing those who have the experience, so they cannot hire. Instead, one person is having 3 jobs because they have the experience and they have the track record. They have 3 jobs and they are looking for who to give it out to. Because they want somebody they can trust. Cybersecurity is a job of trust. There's technical skills deficit. 20% of the UK workforce could be significantly underskilled for their job, particularly in digital and technical areas. There's technical skills deficit. Okay, imagine all these examples from the storyline, and then these professionals have been introduced to the SOC analysts, pen testers. Imagine the pen tester, real life, if we were going to test, for instance, your phone. So ensure that your phone is when you hit it on the ground, the screen will not break. You need to have skill for that. You need to have the shoes for that. You hit it on the floor or a particular kind of ground, you will know where it's going to hit it on. So bringing it down to cybersecurity, there are tools for pen testing, bug bounty, and so on. You search for the weaknesses. Because if you do not find them, the bad guys will find them. But if they are there and you do not find them, the bad guys will find them because they have learned how to do it. You see? So even as the pen testers are upskilling, the hackers are also upskilling. So everybody has to be on their toes and learn. So if you don't have the technical skills, how are we sure? It's not how are we sure. We do not think you can work for us. How would you discover the weaknesses we have in our system? Because we want a pen tester. Because we want to overcome all the weaknesses that probably could be there. We want to surmount any weakness, any vulnerability that could be in our application, that could be in our firm before we put it out there. Then interpersonal skills. Despite technological advancements, soft skills such as communication, teamwork, and problem solving remain highly valued. So you understand this because from my stories and explanation, you hear soft skills. And if you've seen in cybersecurity, these soft skills are very important. You need to communicate with your team. You cannot work in silos in cybersecurity. You cannot work solo. See, there's interaction, the chain of interaction. Every member of the team matters, and you have to communicate effectively with every member of your team. Now, these other problems abound over reliance on degrees and certificates. There are people who would get loads and loads of certificates in cybersecurity. And trust me, cybersecurity has plenty of certificates to give, from ISC Square to Comsha Plus to Infotech to Microsoft to Google Plus. There are a lot of certificates to get from cybersecurity. But employers prioritize your practical skills and experience over the formal qualifications. And they need you to have had hands-on expertise. And poor CV and LinkedIn format and structure. So your CV is like your first impression. That's how I usually put it. Like a first impression. So what are you telling the hiring team, the HR, when they see your CV? So some technical people, in as much as they gain these technical skills. So this is like an irony. So they have the technical skills already, but their CVs are shabby. And you're sending in your CV, you're not going by this and that. See? Well, you can, but your CV is saying otherwise. A well-structured CV and optimized LinkedIn profile are essential to make you stand out in the job market. This is, whether you like it or not, this is what is going on. A well-structured CV and an optimized LinkedIn makes you stand out in this our day and time, and we are digital. At the click of send, you send your CV. But what are you actually sending? What you're sending, does it draw the attention of the hiring team? Would it make them call you for the next stage? Would it make them call you for the interview? Think about it. Then you'll be called for the interview. There's a lot of persons, right? We call for the interview, but then very poor interviewing skills and the lack of focus. Strong interview skills and clear, concise responses are key to effectively showcasing your qualifications and helping you to secure the job offers. Remember, one of the soft skills we have is communication. So that's one way you will show that you are good at communication. By the time you prove yourself in the interview or during the interview. And then focus. For a job that requires you to be alert, you cannot be losing focus. Who agrees? You can't lose focus for a job that requires you to be alert or have low attention span. Focus, look at the interviewer, respond to their questions in a concise, clear manner. So you see that sometimes we forget that applying for a job is just one thing. There is a process for that. There are a lot of processes that goes on before applying. You gain the skills, you frame your CVs, you optimize your LinkedIn profile, and you show yourself, you make yourself stand out. When they see you, they know, oh, this is our person. All we need to do is to call him in for the interview. In fact, they already has the job or she already has the job. These are practical ways to eliminate this problem. So I think every one of us here has identified our desired career. Just to identify your desired career. What tech domain would you like to specialize in? Out of it, because tech is really broad. So where would you like to focus on the focus in? And in demand career path that will interest you, and then you stick to
I
it.
see you.
Yes, yes.
Your voice is breaking again. Can you fix your mic? Can you hear me clearly?
I can hear you.
Yes. Yes, your voice is breaking again.
Okay.
So I wanted to be sure it's not just me again. Let's just confirm it. So it's sounding muffled. I don't know what goes off. We hear you clearly, but you become muffled at some point.
I'm sorry about that. Is it clear now? Hello, is it clear now?
No,
Still more.
it's not. It's not. Yeah, it's still muffled. So let's just give Ebere about a minute to sort her microphone problem. We will continue from there. But I hope we're getting value from this session, and I hope it's been insightful. Okay, so Steve is, indicating that it's been insightful. Thank you, Steve. Thank you, Chima, for that as well. All right. So if you've been, gaining value from this session, I've only seen Chima's reaction and Steve's reaction. How about Shegun? What else do we have on this call? Darlington, Danielle, Chindo. Okay, Chima has already. Andrew. Okay. Hi, Ebere, are you back?
Yes, I am. Hope it's better now. Hope it's better now. Okay. All right. So, first you identify your desired career path. These are practical steps to eliminate those problems that we mentioned. And then you learn the skills. You learn the skill, educate yourself, start learning the skills and develop capacity in your chosen pathway. Gain project-based experience. Get your hands dirty with projects. Do projects, lots of them if you can. Build projects that you can showcase in your portfolio. Also do internships. Try to secure internships in tech companies to gain workplace experience. They are straightforward. That is just for you to streamline your effort and know this is what I need to do at this time where I am. So you can show me in the chat section where are you at now and what do you need to do to step up. Gain employability skills. So you have learned the skill, then you gain employability skills. You develop employability skills by building a CV that is tailored to the job requirement. So you have learned the skills for cybersecurity. What does your CV look like? Is it still looking like you're a graduate? maybe the best graduating student in your department. But would that land you the job? Also, optimize your LinkedIn profile. Build your interview skills. Build an online profile. LinkedIn is a way of building an online profile. So you can Google your name. Check your name on Google. What comes out? What do you see? That's your online profile. When people check for you on LinkedIn, what do they see? That's your online profile. You are not there to say, oh, I am this. I have skills in pen testing. I have 4 years of of experience. I've been in school for 2 years, getting my master's in cybersecurity. If it is not there, your profile picture will not introduce you. You see why you need to optimize your LinkedIn as well as your CV. These documents, this platform, they speak for you. So when you can even think about this, when I am not there, what does my CV say about me? What does my LinkedIn say about me? So you identify your desired tech career, you learn the skills, you gain project-based experience, emphasis on project-based, you gain employability skills. Then what next? You network. Join tech communities to interact with your contemporaries. There is Discord, there are Slack channels, there are LinkedIn pages. Join online communities. Also, tech meetups. Learn about latest technologies and industry trends. Tech meetups could be attending conferences in your location, in your geographical area. There you network with people in your chosen tech field. Then mentorship, very important. As I said, you cannot work in cybersecurity in silos. You cannot work alone in silos. So you cannot grow in this career just working by yourself. There are roads people have passed that you do not need to pass through. By getting mentorship, you get the shoulder to climb on, and then you see far. So you work with the best in the industry to guide you through your journey. This is very important. Working with mentors will save you precious time. They have made the mistake, you do not have to make them too. See? So you list them out in the chat and let me see how many of us are following. Identify your desired tech career, learn the skills, gain project-based experience, gain employability skills, network, and get mentorship. Be mentored. Now the big question. I've learned the skill. But where do I get an all-in-one solution to the other problems? So learning the skills number 2. Where do you get this project-based experience? You gain employability skills, you network, and you get mentorship. I'll be handing over to Mommy now. Hello, Mommy.
All right. Thank you very much, Sibyl, for that wonderful session. So, guys, if you've had an amazing time, I mean, I'm not even asking yet, and Steve is already giving us his feedback. I like Steve's energy so much, so much so that Steve is always, giving us feedback even before we ask. So, thank you so much for that feedback, Steve. Hi, Kay, Eric, Idris. I hope we all gain value. Steve says, frankly, I am a mid-level person. I have lots of experience in soft skills. And just a minute, let me just open the chat. And I have been customer care for IT firms with Salesforce. But in cybersecurity, I am a novice. Oh, okay, Steve. I mean, it's great that you're here. Like I said, this session is majorly for people who are trying to find their feet in the career path that they decided to chase. And of course, this session is tailored to cybersecurity professionals. But it's still good that we have other people from other career paths on the call with us. It's always a great time to, meet and have a conversation. So I hope that we have gained so much. So Sibyl, I would love to take it up from here by sharing my screen. So you can stop sharing yours while I just share mine. All right. So I'll just share my screen quickly. We know that we've been on this call for some time now, but I urge us to just give me about 10 minutes of your time, as I would love to take you on the trip. Okay, so let me just send this. It's coming up 30 minutes. I think this is the thing with today. I noticed this happened when we was sharing our screen as well. It took a while before it was done loading. So while we are waiting, so we've covered majorly everything regarding getting started in cybersecurity. Wait, sorry, my screen is not coming up yet. I am actually already. Can you see my screen? Okay, I think it's coming up. Okay, great. All right, it's up now. So yeah, just give me about 10 minutes of your time and we will be out of here. Now, one of the very crucial things about starting out in tech essentially is gaining experience. I remember when I started out, the minute I was done with my training and learning, I knew that I needed to gain experience. I wasn't looking for a job, I was looking for experience because I didn't want to go into maybe an interview and get a no. Not because getting a no is bad, but because I already know that the number of no's I will get with the level of skill I had at that time was going to be large. So I decided to chase experience. Why is experience important? Recruiters want to know that they can trust you to do the job. If you're just a newbie who just finished the training program and you get your certificate of completion, the next thing is they will tell you and wonder if you can deliver the job. Can you work independently? Can you hit the ground running from day one? Without experience, they already know the answer is no. Because trust me, working in a business setting and just learning in class is two different things. Like very different. That is why we started Amdari. Because the number of no's that tech professionals who are trying to get their first job in tech get is a whole lot. And as a result of that, it makes people think probably the training course or the program they took was not good enough, or they were not prepared enough for the job. Why am I getting those? Why do I submit CVs and I don't get a call back? It is because there are certain things on the CV that the recruiters want to see that you don't currently have, like impacts, metrics, impact on a real business, metrics from the impact you've had on that real business, the fact that you've worked in a business setting, we want to see that. Probably international experience. If you live in the UK, for example, they most likely want to have someone who has worked with a UK firm before, a UK company. They want all of this proof. They don't get it and they don't see it on your CV. They are skeptical, they are not sure. And they are also about to, take a chance here. So it's everybody just wants to make the best decision. Before you apply, before you get the job, you want to be sure that this is the job for you. They also want to be sure that this is the person for them. Trust me, recruitment is not all fun. Because imagine sitting down in an interview morning, day and night, trying to get someone for the job. And at the end of the day, you still have to go on and on, still searching. It's not fun. So if you come for the interview, or I review the first two CVs, candidates, I don't think once you impress them, they have nothing against you. They also want the best guys on the team. So when they see that, I don't think this person is there yet, they will turn it down. We won't hear from them regarding interviews or anything. That is why we started Amdari. We checked out the job board. So what are those key things that recruiters are posting in the job boards? What are those key things that they, put as job description, requirements, and everything? Based on all of this that we've seen for cybersecurity, for example, we decided to do something, use that to structure our internship. We used it to design our internship. So we reverse engineered the process. We used it to structure our internship. And with that, you are coming on board to gain an experience that will reflect on your CV as exactly what these people want to see. That's the recruiters or the ATS rather, right? So the application tracking system. So they want to see all of this proof, something that would indicate that you can do the job. If the ATS is doing its job and just looking out for keywords, trust me, the fact that we have revamped your CV with an experience that was designed based on what we have seen job recruiters consistently ask for, your CV passing through the ATS will definitely get shortlisted because of this approach. So it's the logical process that we've used, and you're gaining an actual experience that when you get called in for an interview, you can defend it because it's not a lie. We did not draft your CV for you and just give it to you without giving you that actual experience. You can defend it, you can tell your story, you can use the STAR approach, you can go on and on and on about it and communicate the impact and the value that you bring into the table. This is how this internship experience has been designed to properly help you communicate value, communicate, impact that you've had on previous businesses. So we put this together with the Amdari Remote Apprenticeship Virtual Experience Program. We call it RAVE by Amdari. And what RAVE by Amdari does is what I just explained. Gives you internship experience based on what we know recruiters want. This would be reflecting on your CV when we revamp your CV for you. You submit the CV, again, because we reverse engineer the process, your CV has the key things that whether the recruiters are scanning through or skimming through, whether the ATS is checking for keywords, your CV can pass this check, right? And once you pass it, you get called for an interview. You can defend it with real scenario-based questions because you lived this reality. Because in the course of your internship with Amdari, you were working on real business challenges of our business partners. So this is giving you what recruiters want to see: business impact, working in a business setting, having metrics, right? Being able to communicate value because they've gained knowledge into your scope of skill, right, and capacity. So because they've seen so much into this scope, they can confidently trust you to deliver on the job, right? So this is how this particular internship has been designed. So like I said, we call it Rate by Amdari, and we have used this to properly give you technical skills and experience as well as employability skills. Now, when I say we help you get better and we do a total rebrand for you, we understand you gained the skill when you took your training. Now we are about to help you get it enhanced. We're about to help you gain mastery, because bear in mind that learning in class doesn't mean mastery, right? It's just you gaining the basic and the foundational knowledge, right? And the tech industry is evidence-based. They want to be sure that you can deliver. They want to be sure that they can trust you. So your technical skill is enhanced. Your soft skill is developed. Developed because you can only develop a soft skill in a real world setting. I mean, look at teamwork. When you were learning, you weren't working in a team. You were just learning with other people who are learning alongside you. When you were working, when you were learning, you were only submitting probably capstone projects, assessments, and all of that to your trainer or facilitator. But in the real world sense of this now, with internship, you are submitting your task, your solution to business problems to your team lead, communicating with stakeholders, presenting findings, insights, recommendations, all of that to a stakeholder and a team lead who reviews your work and gives you a go-ahead. By that, I mean approval, or feedback. By that, I mean this is what you can do better. Recruiters want to see proof that you've reported to someone, you've gained feedback, you've gotten things that helped you to improve on your skill. Because learning on my own, I can give myself a pat on the back if I do better than I did yesterday. And with that in mind, I would definitely feel like I am doing something great. But if I am working with someone who has gained years of experience, this person would most likely know that I can do better. Or even if that's not the case, they know that this is the bare minimum. And what's expected of this role is not what I am bringing to the table. So with their feedback, I would know that, oh, I think I am slacking. I think there is more that I can do. I don't want to lose this job. I think I can do better. I want to get a good feedback next time. Or I don't want this type of feedback repeated next time. This is how we help you with employability skills. And with this internship, you gaining the technical skills, the experience, the impact, the metrics, the exposure to working in a business setting, team spirit, teamwork, all of the soft skills and everything, and employability skills. That's your revamped CV, your portfolio, because there is also a free portfolio website for you, and access to a job board, right, every day, where you get to apply as many times as possible. With access to all of this, you are able to become a total package, and you have so many tools in your arsenal that will make you stand a chance to get that job offer. Like I said, I just did a walkthrough of the process, right? So it makes you stand a chance to get that job offer. And this is how this internship experience properly helps you achieve that. Now, how do we do this? First, we have business partners. With these business partners, they trust us with their business challenges, and they tell us we can go ahead and share this with our interns. It's confidential material. So always, our interns have to always sign a contract of employment. There is a job description for you at the point of, coming on board our program. And at that point, again, you're able to get proper insight and understanding into what this program has to offer you, right? So the minute to fill in this particular form and sign your contract and everything, you know that you're fully on board. Then our business partners who have trusted us with their data challenge or business challenge or, cybersecurity related challenges like threats and everything like that, they give it to us. We have a team, cross-functional team or not. You don't work in isolation. You work with a team. Now, you working with this team means you guys get to brainstorm and come together. Okay, Steve says, so does Amdari run the courses or connect the courses, or it's just internship? Steve, it's just internship, but we have crash courses. But now this is me saying, Amdari is not for people who have not gained the skill at all. You have not learned data science, you have not learned data analytics, you have not learned data engineering, you've not learned cybersecurity, GRC, SOC analysis, penetration testing, or ethical hacking. You've not gained the skill at all, right? To even give you foundational knowledge into this area of specialization and all of that, right? Then Amdari is not exactly what you need yet, right? But if you gained foundational knowledge, you know the basics of your field, your industry, you've learned what you have to learn, whether it's through YouTube videos, whether it's through Udemy, Coursera, or any of these training organizations, you can jump on Amdari internship program. The program, like I said, has other crash courses just to help you enhance what you've learned before. And you have a team lead, someone like Sibyl. She's the team lead for cybersecurity internship, and she's not the only one for cybersecurity. You have another person for cybersecurity. That's because it's important for us to have enough hands on ground. Yes, Kay, I'm definitely coming to you right now. So that's because we need to have enough hands on ground, right? Now with this internship, like I said, you come together as a team, cross-functional or not, brainstorm, come up with the solution to the problem that you have been shown. Once you do that, you have your opportunity to present your findings, to present your recommendations, your suggestions. Please bear in mind that before your presentation, your team lead would have reviewed and either approved or given you a feedback to go back to the drawing board and redo your task or your work, right? So after that, the next thing is your work is approved, you impacted the business, go ahead and add it to your CV. one key thing I need to let you understand with this CV is the fact that we don't do it for you, we do it with you. So whatever change you're making to your CV, whatever revamp we are doing to your CV, you know exactly why and what was changed. So that after the internship, you can independently do your own, revamp. Because obviously after the internship, you get other jobs, you get another job, and then another job. When you get these other jobs, how do you make your previous experience still reflect without having to reach out to Andari that, oh hi, please, yeah, I did my internship with you guys 1 year ago, or 3 months, 6 months, 10 months ago. Now I got a new job. I want my CV revamped. I don't know how to do it. I remember you guys did it for all that period. Do I need to pay again for the CV to be revamped? Do I need to do this? Do I need to do that? We empower you to be able to do everything yourself. So we do it with you. And by so doing, you're able to further, improve on your CV based on subsequent experiences that you get. So Steve says, okay, Valentine says, Valentine, is today your birthday? Because for your name to be Valentine, and today is Valentine Day, so please, is today your birthday? So we can wish you a happy birthday on the call. All right, while I'm waiting for your response. So Valentine says, I am doing the training for cybersecurity and ethical hacking with Aptech International and also Udemy. Can I join the internship? Yes, you can. Valentine, yes, you can. You can join the internship. Like I said, it's very important for us to just know that you have gained. It's not for newbies, like, oh, I just want to learn. It's an internship for a reason, right? And the best way to learn is to also learn by doing. So while you've learned theoretically, you need to adopt another mode of learning. I always say this thing every time. People keep saying, oh, I still feel there is so much to learn. I still feel I'm a beginner. And I ask them, how have you been learning? They'll say, oh, I've been watching videos online. I've been, taking courses as well. That is not enough to take you from being a beginner to advanced or intermediate level at all. You need to switch up things. You need to switch things up, change how you learn, adopt, learning by doing. And internship is the perfect way to go. You don't want to learn for 2 years, 3 years and get stuck and probably get tired and abandon it. I've heard from people who say they stopped learning because they didn't get a job. Then they get stuck sometimes and there was no point because there is nobody to guide them out of that, and then they abandon it. So what happened to the money you invested in learning? What happened? So this internship is to make sure that whatever it is you've invested in learning does not go to waste. Why not solidify what you've already started? Gain internship, become a total package. Put yourself in that position where you can get a job, right? So Valentine, you can definitely join us. By the way, you've not responded to my question, Valentine. I hope you're still on this call. Let me be sure, Valentine, because my response to that question, oh, Valentine is still here, great. Okay. I wanted to be sure you're still with us. Okay. All right, so moving on to Steve. Steve says, I see, thanks so much for the info. I am taking ISC2, then I will connect with you on Telegram, already in the group. Thanks. Oh, okay, great. So that means you heard about us from Telegram, right? That's awesome. Steve, okay, awesome. We will definitely be in touch. So I believe you've taken the training and you're taking certifications already as well. So trust me, Steve, the time to actually jump on internship is now, because certification automatically means you have gained the skill and you feel you're even strong enough to start taking assessments, industry relevant tests, just to have those certifications that qualifies you properly as a cybersecurity professional. Trust me, add internship to it. Like I said, we make the tools in your arsenal so robust that everything you need to take total advantage and stand a chance to land that job when you go for an interview is properly indicated. All right. So, all right. Valentine says, let the birthday wish be a sign up for the internship. Valentine, trust me. First off, happy birthday. All right, and I believe you've had so much fun already today. So you can share the cake. You can send cake our way. We don't mind. I love cakes, whatever type of cake it is, chocolate cake, velvet cake, any cake. We do. All right. So, Valentine. Okay, I think I've answered your question. Steve, would be nice to be connected to your cybersecurity team to guide us as mentors. You have Sibyl here. You have another person on the team who is not on this call with us. Then we have mentors specifically as well. So apart from the fact that Sibyl will be your day-to-day team lead and mentor and everything like that, there are also people you get to interact with who are subject area experts in this cybersecurity field. So you will not get stuck or lost. I would love that, but it's fine if you don't get into that. Thanks so much. Steve, I hope I answered your question, right? I just did. Can you confirm? Let me be sure. So you have mentors and you can connect with. In fact, when you start the program, you can easily have access. You communicate with someone like Sibyl via Slack every time, via Google Meet during your stand-up sessions, because like I said, it's a real world work experience. And you're working on real business challenge of our business partners. All right, Steve, give me a thumbs up if you got that. Did I answer your question? Are you satisfied with the response? Okay, all right, great. So Steve, would you be joining us for the internship? Now let me move on to Kay. Kay says, quite insightful, thanks a lot. However, I am interested in those who are interested. Sorry, I'm interested on those like me who are interested and don't know how to get on with learning and everything. You have lessons for beginners. Okay, is this you saying you've not gained the skill at all? Let me be sure. Like you've not learned cybersecurity at all. All right, let me move on to Steve while I wait for your response. Okay, I will be waiting to connect with them. Yes, please. You answered my question. Preparing to take the exam. Amazing. Then Valentine says, so how can someone join and what is involved? Awesome. So I'm getting to that now, Steve and Valentine, on how you can join this program. Although my colleague has dropped the payment link for you to enroll, I'll share my screen right now, just a minute. Okay, so Kay has not learned. So Kay, I would suggest you join our our sister company. They help with trainings in cybersecurity, and trust me, you're in good hands because we have a track record of having over 40% of people who have taken this training program land job in the UK, US, and Canada. 100%. We have testimonials across YouTube. We have testimonials across even like during sessions. So, like I said, our sister company can help you gain this needed skill. And by the time you're done, trust me, we are in partnership. It's our sister company. So your internship will be through Brave by Amdari, where you get to work with our own business partners and you impact them. All right. So yes, our sister company's name is Tenalytics, www.tenalytics.io. So that's it. And it's Tenalytics on Instagram, right? And we will, in case you have someone you want to recommend, Steve, I know you said you've taken the training, but just in case, that's the link as well. All right. So yes. So moving on to the next thing, how do you make your payment, right? So let's move on. We've already spoken about how this particular internship helps you to become total package. So we help you revamp your CV. We help you optimize your LinkedIn. We help you understand how to navigate the job market, right? With mentorship sessions, interview prep sessions, mock sessions, and access to our remote job board, right? We also help you with a work reference letter that is available on request for 2 years. So anytime you want to work, you want to apply to a job anywhere and you need reference, reach out to Amdari. We will provide you with the reference. If it's the reference from our UK branch that you want, we'll give you that. If it's the Canadian branch you want, we'll give you that. We are finalizing registration of Amdari in the UK, so your experience will reflect UK. Bear in mind that our business partners are also located in the UK. So you are 100% guaranteed of a UK experience, US experience, Canadian experience, even Ireland, right? You also have on-the-job support because we will be creating an alumni community. This alumni community allows you to come together and not just become mentors to upcoming professionals in cybersecurity and largely in tech, but also for you to be able to still connect with us at Amdari in case you need answers to anything confusing. Again, on the job support is 100% available. Then we have the weekly mentorship session. The weekly mentorship session is where you get to interact with other mentors outside of CBO, right? Like I mentioned while I was talking, we have different mentors across soft skill and hard skills. They understand the job market, they understand what recruiters want, and they know what you need to do and be to thrive in today's tech world, right? So this is how we are properly helping you. Again, there are so many tools that you get to work with, and I'll be showing you that quickly. So I mentioned our job board, right? I'll show you that as well. Our job board has jobs fetched from Indeed, LinkedIn, Glassdoor, Flex Jobs, Fiverr, and the like. So why do you need to travel to all of these platforms when you can just come on Amdari exclusive job board and apply to jobs? Now with this job board, you have access to it for free. And from your second month, we start encouraging you to apply to as many jobs as possible in a day. Applying to jobs is like taking it as a full-time job. So if you're making it a full-time job, you definitely want to apply to as many because that's how your chances are, guaranteed, right? And now, remember your CV has been revamped. Remember it's reflecting the experience that the industry wants to see, right? It's reflecting that experience. It's reflecting the experience and keywords that ATS wants to see in order to shortlist you. This is how Amdari has properly, created this entire experience to help you advance and become better, right? So I'll show us the job board shortly. And I've mentioned how we are rebranding you from real industry-based projects that is not less than 6 to 10 that you get to work on, to cross-functional team that you work with, to multiple role experience, multiple industry experience, become very confident, and that this internship spans for 3 months, right? So you can, be specific and specialize, and you can choose to do it for 6 months, right? If you've not even selected your area of specialization yet, you can still just say, oh, I just want to intern as a cybersecurity specialist. We have people who from the get-go will tell us, oh, I want to intern as a SOC analyst, as a GRC specialist, as a penetration or ethical tester, right? I just want to specialize as that. And then we have people that would say, I have not really selected my area of specialization. I just want to intern as a cybersecurity analyst, and we onboard them as well, right? So with the employability skill that we help you with, I have mentioned this, we help revamp your CV. It's a reverse engineered approach. We help you with your LinkedIn optimization, your mentorship, career coaching, on the job support, everything like this. Now, the next cohort is starting on the 8th of March, and enrollment has started, and there is an early bird discount going on right now. Now, for you to enroll in this program, you get to pay $300 discounted fee. That's the discounted fee. That's you saving $100 on the actual fee you're supposed to pay. The actual fee is $400, but early bird discounts gives you at $300. You can choose to intern, like I said, either as a cybersecurity analyst if you've not selected your area of specialization yet, or you can choose to intern as a SOC analyst, ethical hacker, or specialize in GRC. Okay, so this experience is very well packed. I have mentioned the approach and everything regarding it. For you to secure your spot, just click on this link that my colleague dropped earlier. I just dropped it again now. So once you click on that particular link, you will be redirected to this particular page right here. Let me show us the page quickly. All right. So when you click on the link I pasted, you will be redirected to this particular page. Please feel free to secure your spot. So let's just wait for it to load. All right, so we are here. So now, just a minute. Why is it still loading? Okay. All right. So just scroll down right? When you by the time you scroll down, so this is still loading. There's supposed to be like an image here. So just scroll down. We have different career paths here. Select the one that is applicable to you, whether it's SOC analysis, ethical hacking, or GRC, right? Let's select SOC analysis, for example, and come right here. So once you select it, it's so easy to secure your spot. Again, just use the link that I have dropped and my colleague has dropped in the chat. So once you secure your spot, once you click on that link, select GRC, SOC analysis, penetration testing, select it. So once you do that, you will be redirected to this page. So it's still loading. Sorry about that. But if you have any question for me while we are waiting, please go ahead. So I just wanted to show us how to secure your spot. You can pay in 3 installments. I forgot to mention, you can secure your spot by paying in 3 installments, okay? So while that's loading, let me show us the job board that we have. So this is the Amdari job board. You can filter by just selecting cybersecurity here, right? You can see that it says you can type in job title or keyword, right? So cybersecurity, I just typed it, and you can see that this job was posted 4 days ago by and it's a remote job and it's in Texas. Every job on Amdari job board is remote, right? It is remote. You can see this is a senior auditor cybersecurity, cybersecurity program lead strategist, senior lead cybersecurity architect. All of these jobs are remote. There are some with the, salary range. There are some without the salary range. This is how this job board gives you access to as many jobs as possible in a day. And you just need to click on apply now and you'll be directed to apply for the job. Now, this is our portfolio website. And you can see Learn. Learn is where you get to work on real business. Where you get to access crash courses, right? So I'm going to portfolio. All right, so I think it's my network that is not so strong. So I'm trying to navigate to portfolio. But while we wait for that to load, if you have any question for me, please go ahead and ask. All right. So, okay, Steve says, oh my God, this is good, very affordable. God bless you guys. Thank you very much, Steve. So, Steve, when would you be, enrolling? Oh, it's my network. Okay, I'll reload this. I want to show us the website. I'll reload this shortly. So, Steve, when would you be joining us? We would love to have you on board so my colleague can reach out. And this is the link to secure your spot, right? So just use it. All right. So, okay. Tomiwa, you want to say something?
All right, so we have Precious on the call. She will also love to share our experience at the work experience internship.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, amazing. Hello, Precious. Thanks for joining us. So Precious is one of the current interns that we have at Amdari for the cybersecurity program, right? So she's a cybersecurity consultant at Amdari. By the way, we don't use the term intern for our consultants. We use the term consultants because the experience you're gaining is very, very immersive. So calling you an intern and making that reflect on your CV is just undermining the level of experience you're gaining. So that's why we don't say intern. So over to you, Precious. Would love to hear from you while I try to load this page.
Hi, Omawumi. Thank you for having me. It's good to be here again. Yeah, it's been an impactful journey for me. I would say yes, I've been learning. Yeah. You come across challenges and then you look for solutions to them, which only makes you better at it. So yeah, with the pace that I'm going, hopefully before the end of my second month, I should be confident in handling jobs in given one, and it's encouraging. And that was what I was actually looking for. The experience that when I am employed elsewhere, I can confidently take on jobs and deliver So yeah, it's been a good journey for me. Yeah, it's been. So to anyone that wants to participate, just be open-minded and be ready to do the work, not just being a member. Be ready to research, try out, fail, correct yourself, learn, ask, and yeah, that's all I have to say. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Precious. Thank you, well done. Mommy, are you on the phone? Lady here, your mic is muted. Just keep it. Mama was trying to show the job what she left just now. It's network. So she'll be joining back soon. And she'll show the joint and the rate. Okay, so everyone.
All right, our mom is currently experiencing a technical glitch. She'll be joining us in a minute. But thank you so much for that, Precious. I hope Precious has also given us a little bit of insight into what you get to experience when you join the Amdari Work Experience internship. So mom will be joining us in a minute. Kindly stay with us, okay? Thank you. Okay, she's back. She's back.
All right, I'm back. Thank you very much, Tamira, for holding the call. I needed to fix my internet. It was acting weird. Okay, thank you so much. So I believe we've heard from Precious, and one thing I love from what Precious said is the fact that the level of confidence that comes with already knowing that you have gained the experience, and you going into an interview with that confidence makes you definitely stand a better chance. So I responded to some questions in the chat. For example, I think who was that was asking about the payments breakdown. You can pay in 3 installments. You don't need to pay all $300 at once. Just pay $100 to secure your spot, pay $100 the next month, and then you pay $100 the third month, right? The program is for 3 months, so we made it very easy for you to pay monthly, right? And then I think that was Steve that was asking if you have to be a citizen of the country to practice cybersecurity. Actually, that's not exactly true. And again, most of the jobs on Amdari job board that I showed us, they are all 100% remote jobs. So you can work from anywhere as long as you make sure that you work on your CV, stand a better chance to land this job. You can definitely work. You can be in the UK and be working with the US company. Can be in the US, work with the UK company. Again, this experience gives you experience across different companies in different locations, like different countries. So that's the beautiful thing about it. All right, so please, in case you didn't get it, you can pay in 3 installments. Okay, so if you would love to secure your spot, we dropped the link again. So is there anyone on this call that will be securing their spots? If you'd love to secure your spot today, this is the link, right? Take advantage of the discounts like I mentioned, and we will definitely be looking out for you. All right. So, just a minute. So is there anyone on the call? I know that Steve has indicated interest in securing his spot, right? So Eric, are you joining us? Joshua, I've not heard from you. Valentine. Okay, Valentine says he wants to save up. Valentine, it's $300. You can pay 3 times, $100, $100, $100. Do you still need to save up for that? Maybe you didn't hear me clearly when I said that you can pay in 3 installments. Do you hear me when I said so? Valentine, you can unmute or you can type. Okay, great. All right, so you can secure your spot by paying in 3 installments. I know you said you want to save up towards the end of the year, all right? But I mean, the best time to honestly start, taking this type of action is yesterday, right? So you might want to take advantage of the fact that you can pay in installments and enroll for the program. Okay, Darlington, would you be joining us? Bolaji, would you be joining us? Kay. Okay, Kay is here to gain the skill. Godwin, I haven't heard from you. Isaac, Eric, Tom. Is there anyone here who would be securing this? Well, just, you can give me a thumbs up or anything. All right. Is there anyone? Okay, Valentine doesn't have. Yeah. I got that. We'll look forward to having you on board when you're ready to secure your spot. So for anyone interested in securing their spot soon, this is the payment link. We would be happy to have you on board, all right? So thank you so much, everyone, for joining us. I think this would be it from my end. Sibyl and Tomiwa, thanks for the session. Sibyl, do you have any final words for them before we end the session?
Yeah, I look forward to having all of them in this next report. So yes.
Okay. All right. Thank you, everybody. Have a wonderful time. It's been nice hanging out with you all and having a conversation right here on Discord. And I believe we gained so much value from Sibyl's session as well. We look forward to having you all secure your spot for the internship. Right? It's you can pay in installments. It's easy to secure your spot. Thank you and have a wonderful time. Bye.